Hello perpetually online males and females, esteemed purveyors of intricate political discourse, let us embark on an intellectual journey through the intricate labyrinth of the Bernie Sanders debate, as dissected by the indomitable destiny.
But they just can't even take 2 hours off work to do it? I don't believe it. Unless he's making the argument like, oh, they're working full time, so they don't care about politics or whatever. I could believe that a bit more, I guess. If that's what I don't know if that's what he's like implying.
How are you going to get young people to go out and vote? This conundrum is the reason why a problem that even Bernie Sanders was unable to solve is the reason why he didn't win in the primaries. That was a big part of the problem.
So I hear you. Those are generally problems, but it's not that Bernie Sanders didn't solve it. So first of all, Bernie Sanders won the first 3 states, as we all know, right? And what happened then is mainstream media activated the older voters to vote in droves against Bernie, right? So normally after you win
the Bernie derangement is real.
First state, let alone the first 3 states, you get a
Bernie was never, there was no path where Bernie was ever winning ever with the broad electorate. His policies are too far left. 2/3 of Americans are not secretly progressive. Progressives have this problem. I identified this problem, I think, 7 years ago when Bernie first ran, and they still have the exact same problem. Progressives' problems are they think that everybody in America would agree with them if they could just talk to them for 5 minutes. That has always been the major progressive problem. That's why they've lost all of their political relevancy. That's why they have no offices. That's why even the ones in Congress have moderated. That's why the only place where progressives can find a foothold are in schools with politically deactivated people that just have free time on their hands to go and protest a teacher that they feel like didn't use the proper pronouns, right? These policies are just not popular broadly with the American people, no matter how many times progressives scream it at you until they're blue in the face. It's not true.
like a significant amount of positive coverage, and I have the numbers and the data in the book. But of course, Bernie got like 3 times the negative coverage.
We're saying the same thing.
When Bernie started winning elections, he started getting positive coverage. There were people that were talking about him getting positive coverage. I remember on CNN, they mentioned something about how, like, when I saw him, I thought of like Hitler or something. Somebody said that on, I think it was CNN or MSNBC, and everybody derided that guy. Everybody derided that guy for such a stupid fucking comment. And people were starting to take Bernie more seriously when he started to perform well in elections, but then he started to get destroyed, especially when he wandered into the South, when he didn't communicate well with people like Clyburn and build a coalition of black voters and get any of that support. Like, he just didn't do it. Bernie never had a shot at winning either of those elections.
Right.
You're just saying...
No, but my point is, at that point, even with mainstream media...
Do you respect Bernie? I disagree with his policy. I respect him as a person. I think he believes in what he believes in. I think he fights for what he believes in. I respect him as a person, yeah. Wasn't that Chris Matthews from MSNBC? It might have been. Chris Matthews, Bernie, Hitler. This is a wild 10 minutes. Ah, fuck, I don't have time for this shit.
So Bernie Sanders with...
Army in Europe.
Of France.
I was reading last night, Brian, I know you're a history guy too. I'm reading last night about the fall of France in the summer of 1940. And the general, Renault, calls up Churchill and says, it's over. And Churchill said, how can it be? You got the greatest army in Europe. How can it be over? He said, it's over. So I had that suppressed feeling. I can't be as wild as Carville, but he is damn smart. And I think he's damn right on this one. Joy.
The number of times that
It wasn't even like a good, it was just dumb. It wasn't even a good like comparison. Why is this your go-to? But yeah, I think he got blown up in almost all media for this. Like, yeah, Bernie had some positive coverage when he was a popular candidate, but he was never going to be the one. I'm sorry.
3 times the negative coverage.
We're saying the same thing.
Right.
You're just saying...
No, but my point is...
In this grandiloquent colloquy, we shall explore the perspectives of Destiny and Cenk Uygur, luminaries in the realm of political commentary, as they engage in a contest of ideas with the verve of Homeric heroes. The debate between Cenk Uygur and Hasanabi serves as the backdrop for our exploration, a battleground where the destiny of Bernie Sanders, the erstwhile political titan, hangs in the balance. Cenk Uygur, like a modern-day Hector, defends the honor of Bernie Sanders, arguing that his victories in the first 3 primary states bore significance, akin to a clarion call to his supporters. Cenk posits that mainstream media, like the sirens of old, activated older voters against Sanders, deploying negative coverage and unfavorable comparisons, even invoking the name of the German mustache man. However, Destiny, a wily Odysseus in the political arena, counters Cenk's claims with the precision of a seasoned rhetorician. Destiny disputes the notion that Sanders' victories in the initial states were meaningful, reminding us that the broader electorate, like the unforgiving Scylla, deemed Sanders' policies too far left. He admonishes progressives for their hubris in assuming that a mere explanation would win over the masses to their ideals. Destiny, like a modern-day Cassandra, foretells the loss of political relevance for progressives, a Sisyphean struggle to garner broad support, except among the politically disengaged or those with ample leisure for protests. The debate becomes a battleground for the clash of two worldviews, akin to the dualities of Greek mythology. On one hand, Cenk Uygur embodies the passionate belief in Bernie Sanders as a progressive champion, a Promethean figure delivering the fire of political revolution. On the other, Destiny stands as the pragmatist, a modern-day Aristotle, who asserts that the idealism of the progressives may be their own Achilles' heel, rendering them vulnerable in the arena of practical politics. This clash of ideas highlights the timeless struggle between the aspirational and the pragmatic, akin to the perennial debates of philosophers. Destiny's perspective offers a cautionary tale, akin to the stories of Icarus and Daedalus, reminding us that reaching too far, too fast can result in a fall. Cenk's fervor, reminiscent of the ardor of an Athenian orator, underscores the passionate belief in the potential for political transformation. In the grand tapestry of political discourse, the debate surrounding Bernie Sanders reveals the intricacies of ideology, strategy, and public opinion. Like the allegorical tales of ancient Greece, this political drama serves as a reminder that even in the digital age, the clash of ideas remains a timeless and intricate affair, where the destinies of political figures and movements are forged by the fire of debate. In the grand panorama of political discourse and intellectual debate, one cannot help but be reminded of the intricate narratives of Indian mythology. These timeless tales, filled with gods, demons, and heroic deeds, share parallels with the grand narratives of our contemporary political landscape. As we delve into the world of Destiny, Cenk Uygur, and Bernie Sanders, we find ourselves traversing the modern-day Kurukshetra, a battlefield of ideas where political titans clash. In the character of Cenk Uygur, we discern shades of Ravana, the formidable demon king of the Ramayana. Uygur, like Ravana, possesses a fervent belief in his cause, advocating for the progressive agenda with the passion of a demon king pursuing his desires. Yet, much like Ravana's tragic downfall, Uygur's unwavering commitment to Bernie Sanders' political ideology is met with formidable opposition, rendering his ambitions elusive, as in the grand epic of Ramayana. On the other side of the spectrum, Destiny's pragmatism echoes the wisdom of Lord Krishna, the divine charioteer and counselor in the Mahabharata. Krishna's guidance to Arjuna, urging him to focus on duty and righteousness rather than personal desire, resonates with Destiny's caution against Bernie Sanders' policies being too far left for the broader electorate. Destiny, like Krishna, serves as a rational voice amidst the chaos of political warfare, providing a nuanced perspective akin to Krishna's teachings in the epic Mahabharata. The battle between Cenk Uygur and Destiny mirrors the Mahabharata's Kurukshetra war, where two factions, each believing in the righteousness of their cause, clash in a monumental struggle for supremacy. The debates, like the epic battles of Indian mythology, embody the timeless conflict between idealism and practicality, echoing the recurring themes of moral dilemmas and the consequences of political decisions. In the grand narrative of political discourse, Destiny and Cenk Uygur serve as modern-day avatars of ideological battles, akin to the avatars of Lord Vishnu in Hindu mythology. Just as Vishnu incarnates to restore dharma, These political figures represent the embodiment of their respective ideologies, striving to shape the destiny of the political landscape. As we navigate the intricacies of modern political debates, we find that the threads of Indian mythology, woven through time, continue to offer insights into the complexities of human nature and the perpetual struggle between opposing forces. Like the heroes and villains of Indian epics, political figures grapple with their ideals, passions, and ambitions, contributing to the ever-evolving narrative of our collective destiny.